Hello everyone, it's me, CanadianTurtle, and I probably sound different right now because I just woke up. And today I'm here doing a rant/review on Crysis 2 for the PlayStation 3. Now, as you all know me, I never like bashing a game. I always try to look for the good in any game. I never like pinpointing flaws, and every time I get a new game, I try my best to have fun with it and make the best out of it because I bought it with my hard-earned cash. But sometimes in cases like this, I just can't deny my true feelings about some things. Now, all you guys that watch my videos, this is probably the first time you'll find me ranting like this, and I honestly do not enjoy ranting. Like, I would rather tell you guys how much I love a game and how much I enjoyed playing through it, but in this case, I can't. And you know what else? This is my personal opinion on the PS3 version of Crysis 2, not the PC version. This is my true, honest feelings about the game, and if I'm saying something that you Crysis 2 fanboys might not like, then you might as well not watch this video. Anyways, without further ado, let's start with the graphics. As you can see here in the cover of the game, well, actually you can't see because you know, the sticker is covering, but it actually says best looking game on console. Now let me tell you that this is the most laughable statement I've ever heard for this game. Like, this game looks nowhere near as attractive as, say, Killzone 3, Uncharted 3, Resistance 3, Heavy Rain, etc, etc, etc. I can go on and on. Like, a lot of the objects lying around in this game, like, that you can pick up with your hands, like, when you actually pick it up, it looks so pixelated to the point where it's just disgusting to look at. And not only that, but like, the environments look the exact same throughout the whole entire game. Look at games like Killzone 3 or Resistance or Uncharted. Like, throughout those games, you're in different locations and different looking environments. And sometimes you're in a snow level, sometimes you're in a foggy area, sometimes you're in a sandy desert level, sometimes you're in a war-torn area. The environments change throughout those games so that it gives the player some eye candy, so that, you know, you're not bored looking at the same color palette and environments throughout the whole game. Heck, even Call of Duty got this right. Sure, it's made on the same engine as Modern Warfare 2, like for like Modern Warfare 3, but they mix it up with different looking levels so that you get a nice variety. But in Crysis 2, no, you're stuck throughout the whole game in this overly generic looking New York City, and it just makes the whole universe seem so bland and dull. Having good graphics doesn't just mean realistic looking, it also means a game that looks beautiful because of its style, but Crysis 2 has none of that. There is absolutely no creativity or uniqueness in the art direction for this game. A realistic game can only go so far, but if you don't have a nice style in art direction, it's going to look generic and bland. Now, you guys may be wondering why I'm emphasizing so much on the graphics. Well, it's because of misleading quotes like this that say stupid shit like best looking game on a console, because to me this game just looks bland after the first few levels. And it's not just the levels that I have a problem with, but it's the enemy designs too. Like, the alien designs in this game look fugly as hell. I'm sorry, but after playing games like Gears of War and Resistance, I kind of became spoiled when it came to good alien designs. When I play Gears or Resistance, or when I watch alien invasion movies like War of the Worlds, I think, I think aliens, I think of scary looking invaders that make me shit my pants. Look at the Locust Horde or the Chimera. Those guys make you shit so hard you'll find blood coming out of your ass. But in this game, nah. I can find so many instances in Crysis 2 where, you know, they're trying to have this dramatic, scary sequence with the aliens popping up on the screen, but in the end they couldn't pull it off because the aliens look so pathetically adorable and uninspired that you couldn't feel that sense of fear. You just couldn't. Like, honestly, the guy who made the alien design for Crysis 2 should be fired. Like, the main character in the game barely talks, so at least try to make the aliens interesting, you know? At least try to make the enemies interesting, but no, they couldn't do that. Can we at least have some interesting alien weapons? No, you can't have that either. For a game that has a plotline on alien invasion, Crytek really doesn't take their aliens seriously. I mean, there's no variety in the enemies in this game. You only have like the normal grunt aliens and like the heavy aliens that look like the big daddies, but that's it. Those are most of the alien enemies that you encounter like throughout most of the game, and a lot of the alien machines that you encounter feel so uninspired as well. Like, look at other alien invasion fiction, like, you know, you got the Corpser, the Widowmaker, the Tripods, the Ticker, the Greyjacks, Steelhead, Slipskulls, Titans, and more. Like, after seeing like awesome looking extraterrestrial creatures like those, do you honestly think I'm going to be impressed by this crap? And the overall world in Crysis 2 is so hard to interact with. Like on the console version of Crysis 2, there is such a huge lack of polish. Like sometimes when I try to pick up a weapon, and there's so like there were so many instances where the game just wouldn't let me. Like the game makes me aim my tiny piece of shit crosshairs onto the gun that's on the ground, and then I can pick it up. Why do I have to deal with that shit? Like why can't I just stand on the ground? Like why can't I just stand on the gun and then hold square to pick it up like most other games? Like, and this game praises the nanosuit like it's so revolutionary or something, but in the PS3 and Xbox version of Crysis 2, the physics are completely broken and out of place to the point where you can't use the nanosuit properly. Like in the PC version, I think you can like Spartan kick a car and then it would go flying across the road and it would like crush an enemy or something, but not in the console version. Oh no, no, no. You see, no matter how big or small an object is in the console version, if you kick it or throw it, like the physics are just so broken. And it's like if you Spartan kick a car in the console version, it only moves like 1 meter in distance and that's it. Like why can't I kick the car into an enemy so that I can squash him like they did in the trailer or in the PC version? Like this is ridiculous. You get to pick up and interact with so many different items in Crysis 2, but in the end they all feel like cardboard boxes. Like, and not only does it look shittier on the console, but it drastically dumps down an important portion of the gameplay, which is the physics. Now that's just unacceptable, because using the environment to your advantage is an important gameplay element in Crysis 2, but on the console versions it just doesn't work. Another thing I don't like about the nanosuit is that, like, when I was playing on the Super Soldier difficulty, which is like the hardest difficulty in the game, the armor mode was useless. Like, I thought the nanosuit was supposed to make me feel powerful, but every time I go into armor mode, which gives you like extra defense so that the bullets can't kill you as fast, it still kills me in like 2-3 bullets anyways. Like, I mean, come on, call this armor mode? This feels the exact same as if I wasn't using armor mode. And like for the invisibility cloak, let me just tell you this feels so cheap during many parts of the game. You can practically go through the whole game cloaked with invisibility. You can literally go through every level in this game without interacting with any of the enemies. Like you can just walk from point A to point B while you're cloaked without firing your gun throughout 95% of the game. Now I know what you guys are going to say. You guys are going to say that, oh, but that's Crysis. It's supposed to be like that. You know, it's supposed to let you play the game the way you want to. You know, you have a choice to either go stealthy or go crazy with your guns. But this is a first-person shooter. I feel as if I'm not doing my job if I'm not killing anyone with my guns. Like the reason this cloaking ability makes this game feel broken is because there's no consequences to it. That's what bothers me. Like, sure, I can just play normally and beat the game, you know, killing the enemies and playing, you know, using the invisibility component here and there. But like, why would I do that if I can just go invisible and get from point A to point B without any consequences? Like, you guys have to like see where I'm coming from, because this just feels cheap on a whole new level. Like, as for the online, I didn't try it because like I just couldn't. There was like nobody playing online, so I couldn't find any matches on Team Deathmatch or anything. Like I don't know, guys. This game just feels like it just feels very mediocre. Like in terms of the overall experience. Like, before you hate on me, I'm just gonna go out and say that I was really looking forward to this game. Like I watched so many reviews, you know, saying how awesome it was, but in the end, I felt as if I was lied to by the gaming media. Like I just don't see why a lot of reviewers are giving this game 8 or 9 out of 10 ratings. You know, I should have bought like Killzone 3 or Modern Warfare 3 instead. I was actually gonna buy them, but then I thought, no, let me try something different. Let me try to be unique. You know, let me try Crysis 2. But in the end, this game just crapped all over my face. Like, I mean, sure, like Modern Warfare 3 is made on the same engine as the previous game, but at least you're getting a game that works. Like Modern Warfare 3 achieved what it was trying to do. Like it wanted to be a fun game and with an intense and engaging campaign, great co-op and survival mode, and a fun online experience. Sure, Modern Warfare 3 has its problems, like for the online, but in the end, I can still manage to play it and have fun with it. I can't say that about Crysis 2. I just can't. Anyways, that's my honest opinion on Crysis 2, and the whole game just felt dull. Like, I don't like ranting about games. Like, I love video games. I never like being a critic. Like, I always try to look at games from an open mind. Like, but Crysis 2 just doesn't work for me. Like, now in the comments, let me know what you guys think about Crysis 2, and with that, I'll see you guys next time.